Alright.
Let's see if it lives up to the hype. That'll be the question here.
Alright, well you guys get your support Morphling. Enjoy our last game of today. It's going to be EG versus LGD. LD and Winch will be casting it, and take it away, guys.
Alright, we've got LGD on the Radiant. The EG squad unhappy with the air conditioning, it sounds like, so we may have a... admin's a banned word, apparently. So we'll have a quick pause here. Well, I say quick. It's optimistic thinking, I suppose, while they look to get this sorted out, and it will be the support lane, handled by MMY, a pioneer in the support role. How appropriate. Yao, the Troll Warlord, in July, handling that Tide Hunter. Sylar, going to be on the Lycan, and it leaves Faith as the Visage. As for your Dire squad, we've got PPD on the Lion, Sumail going to be taking over the Invoker. Fear, your Drow Ranger, Universe, the offlane Puck, I imagine, and at least AUI 2000 as the Skyrath Mage. That's a pretty cool pose.
Oh, they're actually going for position 5 Lion instead of position 5.
Yeah.
That is actually rather interesting.
I mean, maybe they swap. Maybe. Yeah, I don't see AUI playing the 5.
You don't confuse your enemies by changing your
supports. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm actually wondering what is the reasoning behind why they want to give more farm to the Skyrath rather than the Lion. Like Skyrath doesn't...
What are you going to do with the farm?
Yeah, it doesn't...
Buy null tallies?
Triple null talismans. Huh. But in theory, the Skyrath can do more damage than the Lion, but it's just generally better to have more farm on the Lion.
But they already have the Drow and the Invoker to give the whole team damage. It feels like they just need to make sure they can lock heroes down.
Yeah, it's rather unusual though.
I guess we'll see what EG have in mind.
We just have to see
the mastermind himself.
We'll just see how it plays out, and the reasoning will be clear later during the game. But I like the new word you made, support link.
Thank you.
It should be a hero Curtis link place.
Yeah, well, if they get owned by it, maybe we'll see it soon enough. How well do you think the support lane works this game, Winter? You've been experimenting with it in your own pubs. You've seen it played by others. Are there situations where he's really bad? Do you think this is a good one?
I'm just worried because EG could do Skyrath and Puck on your lane, and you have Morphling Visage as your supports. They're gonna just toss arcane bolts at you, and you have like a useless hero in the lane early, apart from his waveform.
The one thing is, like, you mentioned the adaptive into familiar stuns, but that is not in the laning stage. In the laning stage, what are you setting up for? You're setting up for Troll to walk at someone, liking to right-click them.
He's extremely strong with levels, obviously. In this game, I just imagine they just need adaptive, and you know what's gonna happen? Adaptive, the summon from wolves, and the Troll ulti, and everything will be attacking.
Is there any chance that they try to be greedy, like E-Home style, throw Sylar in the jungle, and maybe give MMY a lane?
Yeah, possible. I actually think that could actually might be better because Morphling...
That's what E-Home would do,
yeah,
I feel like, with this draft.
Morphling he needs so much as a support. Like, he literally needs a farm, like a core position, like a position 3, like an offlane farm, in order to be effective. And coincidentally, they have Lycan, so they might actually plan to do like how IG runs it. Lycan gets to a few levels, like level 5, goes jungle, and the lane is all yours for the Morphling.
Now, can EG punish that, is the question. Yeah, they've got some aggressive support, the Lion as well as the Skyrath, and they have the Drow.
I'm thinking they do 2-1-2, Lion and Drow on the safe lane, on the short lane, and Puck and Skyrath with the Drow aura would be constantly pressuring the whoever's bottom. If the Lycan is starting to get the first few levels, he would get harassed a lot in the lane, and Morphling is not going to do anything for him.
Well, we are in a holding pattern here. EG unhappy with the climate in their room.
I'm happy with the climate in our room.
That comment is going to be thoroughly misinterpreted by the viewers, Winter. I have to tell you. You guys do not like air conditioning in Southeast Asia.
No, it's just me. Yeah. I told you I could.
No, pretty much people outside the U.S. in general do not. It seems most of the Europeans I've spoken with and most of the people from Southeast Asia, it's why do you Americans always have the AC so high? It makes you sick. Vlad and Ina, his wife, are always complaining that the AC is making them sick. They think it's like it just infects them. It weakens their constitution.
Yeah, I got sick when I arrived here. Arrived to the AC room.
We gave you some hot soup, you know, some Merlini gave you a little special medicine.
Yeah, Mr. Ben.
Yeah.
Ben to the
Dr. Wu.
He needs to lose the police hat and get on the doctor's clothing.
Well, Winter, what do you think? Is this support lane gonna work? Are you a believer?
I'm not sure though. I actually have more faith if the morphing is on the off lane. But the support morphing, how are they gonna get away with it? And it depends on how EG deals with it. I'm feeling that probably the best way will be the Skyrock and the pot door lane against their whatever they're gonna put at bottom, and hopefully that it will actually create a lot of pressure in the lane. And the Lion get some pulls and maybe rotate later into the lane because they'll be having Sunstrikes, I feel.
You think it's Exhort for sure here?
I mean both is really good though. It really depends on how they want to play it because like the Exhort I just feel the Exhort, I would favor the Exhort because of their lineup.
By the way, guys, since we do have an extended pause, I want to let you all know that Tung Fu vs. Newbie should be getting started if it hasn't already over on the Dota Cinema channel. You can check that out at twitch.tv/Dota Cinema, and then our SEH Showdown beginning on BTS2, twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit 2. Kato Guy bringing you Rave versus MVP. So there are some other games that either should have already started or will be soon for y'all to watch. But in the meantime, it's time to see what kind of jokes you've prepared for us, Winter. You got some material? Any funny stories?
No, I'm just focusing on what if I'm LGD, how am I gonna make the morphing support work this game? Like other than the Lycan getting a few levels, going into the jungle later, giving the lane totally to the morphing. I just can't imagine if they're actually gonna let the morphing just keep pulling until level 7. It's just not gonna happen. The enemy, like EG is gonna take Roche, gonna force a fight with a Puck, with Aegis and Drow. They're gonna just take your towers, and when your morphing finally reaches level 7, probably you already lost 3 towers and a Roche.
They do not have good deep push at all.
This morphing is like, I mean, if it works, it would be fantastic because they've thrown ulti for all the summons. Like, just imagine the morphing throws the adaptive strike and all the summon just hits you, and the throw pops the ulti. You'll be like, did I just die to that?
And they do have a good gap closer to get on top of the Drow.
Yeah, it's gonna be disgusting if they pull it off.
And there's no repositioning spells here. There's no Centaur Stampede, there's no Venge Swap, so if you get on the Drow, you're on.
Yeah, the morphing, one of the things that the morphing, support morphing is worried about is like things like the Goblet type of supports. The Abaddon, or having a Rubik to steal the adaptive, but everything is not there now.
Looks like now LGD is ready, and EG is gone AFK. Now, here we go. We're unpausing, we're getting underway. LGD, currently 1-2, taking on the undefeated boys in blue, your evil geniuses. We've already introduced the players, so we're just going to have to see how they look to lane. And Winter, Sylar with the Quelling Blade Stout tangos off the bat.
Yeah,
maybe he goes into the jungle here very early.
Maybe he just goes like really early. I'm not sure though, how are they going to do this? Look at MMY's items though. He has a Tango and 2 Clarities.
Now, this is a very poor support morphling. He's going to be a sad boy.
Did he save? Oh, he saved up some gold. I'm not sure though.
I guess just in case they need sentries. No, they have a sentry
I
already.
guess if they want to give him the lane, he can skill like morph at level 1 to last hit and stuff like that. So not so worried. But I feel like the general plan would be the plan where you just give the lane to the Lycan first, get some levels, and then move him to the jungle afterwards.
All right, LGD going to be guarding their woods as a squad of 4, and EG just wanting to secure the bounty rune. We could have a big rumble.
30 seconds.
4 heroes
to
rotating
battle.
down. A lot of heroes that are pretty terrible at level 1 for fighting, but we'll see if anyone actually wants to get active. So they're already having skilled Hal. Just wanting to give his lanes that extra bit of boost in terms of CSing power, and no real clashes yet. IUI kind of poking his snout down in the bottom side of the map. Looks like the bounty rune bottom will be contested and secured by the Radiant. The bounty rune top
The battle
going
begins.
to the Dire, so it should be a 1-for-1 here. And they give it to MMY.
Skyrock is going to be able to sneak give it to MMI.
Yep,
That's good news. And
interesting.
Skyrock manages to sneak a really deep ward.
Yeah, they don't know where he placed it, but they do know he warded something.
I think he wanted to ward in the triangle. That's the most, like we talked about this before, that's a really tough spot to deward. Like this one is a bit to the right. If they place the sentry in the middle, yeah, there he goes. It's just at the edge of the area. If he places it a little bit to the left. Didn't he see the ward?
Well, he saw him go down to place a ward, but he didn't see where it was.
The sentry is, he should see it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look at the, it's in the range.
I don't think so.
What?
If you like move your camera.
Look at my screen.
No, no, no. But
look
move your camera. That's because of the perspective.
No.
What?
It looks different on my camera though. Okay, whatever.
No, because you have to be like over here, like this. When you're back like this, it looks like it's under the line.
It's different on my screen.
It's outside. It's outside of the circle.
Alright.
I think the fatigue is kicking in, Winter.
Look at the lanes as well, so it'll be Skyruff and Puck against like, alright, the Lycan is in... The Lycan is middle, and the Tide and the Visage will be top lane. So
Speaking of top lane, PPD. Oh, gets the 2-hero pal off, but they're chasing. They get off the grave. In July, he's gone for that early pointing Kraken shot, but they're still diving for this. Oh man, that's a lot of hate for the Lion.
Super unusual lanes, it's like a morphing lane support with a troll. What is going on?
They're not having fun though. They're taking a lot of harassment here. Meanwhile, top lane, now they're trying to swing around. Oh, PPD, he comes in to help his buddy, and it looks like he'll pay with the grave shield coming out top lane. It's the first blood. Scored quickly, and now maybe they even go in fear, but they're out of mana in July. Faith not yet level 2. I guess that's where it ends.
Oh dear, they might be able to get him, but Fear might take a lot of damage.
He's really committing for this one. This could be bad for Fear. He gets the kill, close to dying, barely able to retreat out. Man, Vinjulai has just a little bit more mana. That is super unexpected. Getting that early pointing gush, fully catching the Lion off guard.
Yeah, it's not something you see really often, but this lane is gonna destroy bottom. Like Skyruff and Puck is just gonna destroy the morph. What is the morphling and Troll gonna do?
This was not how I expected the lanes to go.
Terrible for them.
Well, are they making up for it elsewhere? Invoker farming well, Drow farming well, Puck farming well. No, it's looking pretty rough here early on.
The quad's back to Invoker, so this will actually roll them over if they have a very bad laning phase. Early orchids, he's just gonna wreck anyone he sees with the draw aura. It's easy kill everywhere.
And they do not have heroes that can pressure that
And
lane.
support morphing. You don't buy Arcane Wood. EMP, you're done.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough.
I mean, you can get the Soul Ring and at least have a little mana to work with, but your team is going to suffer. And who else is going to build Arcanes? Just Tide?
Just generate the build, Soaring and Tranquil. That's just how you build the hero. But this is gonna be a really, really tough game. Look at the CS board right now.
Are there any adjustments LGD can make? Can they switch up their lane?
I'm just really surprised at the lanes. They're gonna try and go in on Yao here at bottom. Another Skyruff Mage Nuke coming out of cooldown in 3 seconds, so they're gonna get it.
Gets pushed around a little bit. He sticks up. He'll survive, but now the support Morphling trying to turn around. MMY taking a lot of damage. Will start straight Morphing, barely surviving. Yao now chasing it. Meanwhile, mid lane, there's an EMP coming out, just harassing Sylar back. Starting to put the pressure onto this Lycan mid.
This is looking really bad for LGD. They're gonna lose all their lanes at this rate. The Tide is not getting much CS, even though they got a kill on the Lion. Lycan is suffering against. Like, this is not the lanes I expected them to put, because this is all the matchups they're getting is very bad.
You just see the CS piling in for EG.
PPD is coming in middle.
Oh, now he's been spotted. This is a good time to go top if they have any sort of spells, and well, Fear is just unafraid. Faith's trying to swing around on him, but yeah, 2v1. Drow holding his own.
Maybe another lag coming out.
Some lag, some cold rooms. Who knows?
Cold feet.
Charlie should have brought hand warmers. Sounds like he's not really prepared for this.
Cursor error. What's
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but it's gonna be really hard for them after this. In the next 10 minutes or so, they are on course on losing all their lanes once more as LGD. Oh dear, it's gonna be really rough. They have a lot of potential later on, mid game potential with the adaptive and the familiars and stuff. But once again, we were worrying, how are they gonna get there? It's a long journey ahead.
Yeah.
The game might just end before they reach their destination.
And there's just no hero that can just like carry them through the early to mid game with a bad start.
Well,
Troll can't do squat without items.
Technically, you can count the Tide if he can
But
actually land big ravages.
He at least needs a blink dagger.
At this rate, his blink is gonna come really.
And he's gonna need arcanes. He's up against EMP. There's a lot of silences to deal with him.
They need at least 2 sets of arcane boots, and you generally don't want to get arcanes on Visage, and support morphing arcanes is just out of the question because it's gonna make the hero really weak. So I'm not sure though. This is gonna be a tough decision. Maybe they just get both arcanes on the Visage and the Tide and try to work themselves from there. But I still feel that when they get the levels, the hero is just so damn scary.
Yeah. EG come online very early. They get, you know, your Invoker like level 7 or 8, phase boots, the first item pickup, working towards the Orchid. He's going to be a menace. Can go around solo killing a lot of these LGD heroes, or at least keeping them back.
A lot of these heroes are already very generous. He more or less could kill anyone he's with the Orchid.
Well, maybe if Morphling's running around like super strength morphed already, then
he won't have armor.
Yeah.
And you have to consider it's a support Morphling, so
Yeah, he is sitting on 1 armor right now.
it's terrible. It's just basically really difficult.
And that's just the Invoker. I mean, we haven't even talked about Coil into the Skywrath Mage Mystic Flare, just pure Roche potential for EG. They only have the Drow, but that's all you need.
The Drow is like the hero of objectives. If you can't get objective done in a game where you have Drow, you have huge problems. So this game, they need to make the Drow work. Get Roche, get the towers, control the map, make sure the Morphling never gets to the point where he's gonna be that annoying Morphling. Like he needs the Soul Ring, needs level 7, needs the Trankles, and the next item would be the biggest item he's gonna be purchasing, the Blink. Well, maybe you stop by with the upgraded Magic Wand and stuff like that, but yeah, the Blink is all you need. You Blink, Soul Ring, Trankles, you're just...
Where is he going to find the farm, though? They're going to start losing towers very early.
Usually you get the farm by winning combats with your Adaptive Strike early on.
But they have no one else who can work with him to get kills.
No, if they have levels, let's say the wolves just follow the Morphling around with the familiars, Adaptive Strike, and all the stuff is hitting. Look at their heroes there. They have like very weak heroes. All 5 of EG heroes, very low HP pool, not much armor.
That's true.
Yeah, only the Drow has a lot of armor. So if you think about it, on the way where the Morphling finds someone with a level 4 adaptive, the wolves and the familiars hit him with the Howl and the ultimate from the Troll, the Battle Trance. It's a lot of kill potential there already, with the Morphling alone walking around. Obviously,
now that said, EG are going to be very farm very early,
yeah,
so they're not going to be that squishy.
They are not going to be that squishy, but it's the potential for them, for a Morphling running around alone with the support he gets from his teammates is that. Like they can probably kill the Skywrath easily all the time, and the Lion.
It sounds like a nice plan.
It's a nice plan, but getting there is always the problem. You know, you can talk about we are gonna land Adaptive Strike into Totem Arrow into Shackle Shot, but getting there is always another problem.
Now we have Sumail disconnecting again. For those wondering, he is having a mouse cursor issue. Last they spoke, so he'll reconnect again. See if it's fixed. Yeah, EG, they're ready. LGD also ready. Here we go.
Let's go.
Back
Let's
underway.
do this. Morphling, come on.
Now mid lane, PPD tried to go for a gank, but he did end up getting spun on. They go on Fear top lane. This is a really nice play by LGD, but I don't know if they have the damage to get this kill. It's going to be close with the Soul Assumption. Oh, just short. Just short. That was a really nice move, though. As soon as they see the Lion mid, they immediately go on the Drow. Didn't have the damage.
Yeah, they barely got the kill though. That was really close. They almost got it.
That type of kill was so big if LGD can grab it, because otherwise they're just not going to do well in the lanes. And meanwhile, top in July, X, are they going for this? They're braining in AUI as well. Fear gets the Frost Arrows flowing, and in July going to take a heavy chunk of damage. He will end up going down.
Wow, that was really close. That was the point where you wish you had more points in Kraken. 1 point there. Not gonna save his life, and yeah, bottom lane Puck still getting a lot of CS, a lot of farm, a lot of levels. It's, you know, Morphling. A short
Because Morphling.
Yeah, because Morphling in the lane as a support doesn't do jack.
They are starting to move the Lycan into the jungle a little bit for LGD. And do you think that he fully transitions now? Do you give mid to one of these supports?
You give mid to the Morphling basically.
They're sending Tide. Maybe not. In July now going to the topper, or maybe just to farm the Ancient. No, it's too early for that. Only level 4.
Everyone needs so much space on LGD. How are they going to come up with the space? It's always going to be the question. It's difficult for them. They need to hang on. Like probably they need to sacrifice a lot of structures, a lot of objectives, let EG take Roshan when they want to, and hopefully use the time that EG is doing, like taking towers, taking Roshan to get their levels and farm up on their heroes. they definitely can play from behind. It's not an issue for their heroes. It's just that how much are they going to give up for them to get what they want?
Yeah, the worst thing you could do is try to take those fights when you're too weak, and then give them their 10 powers and a bunch of kills. So like mid lane though, caught out. Sumail, they start chasing forward. Puck trying to get in range as well. Universe with an extremely long-looking orb, but the tornado not enough to get the kill. Sylar bottling up in the tree line. EG with a huge investment here mid and unable to walk away with the kill. That's a big escape for him. That's a lot of waste of time for EG.
And he's going to go back to the jungle and use the lane to the morphing, and morphing's going to win.
They're going in mid, it looks like, jumping onto Sumail, but just on fire now. Now MMY is in a bit of danger. They turn on him, EMP drop, but he doesn't really have any mana to burn, and he'll end up falling.
Oh, that was really
ambitious.
Yeah, that was exactly, I was going to say that was really ambitious. Try to take down the Invoker. They were hoping they did enough damage, and it was just a level 2 soul absorption. So it was, I don't know, I didn't feel they had enough firepower to get the kill.
You know, what also hurts LGD is that early point in Gush, it's going to delay the Ancients for Tidehunter a bit, so it slows down his ability to transition fully into the woods, and means that he's going to require this top lane a little bit longer, which is where EG can potentially look to punish him. Looks like they may be
Bottom lane
going on the Morph lane to try, but just very, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like he's had that impact in the laning states that you're searching for.
And here comes the wolves. They're gonna scout the Skyraft. Skyraft should be an easy kill. Yeah, here comes the adaptive strike and everything hitting on you. But just level 2.
AR gonna go down. Nice pick off there for LGD. Goes the way of Psylocke. Meanwhile, mid, under heavy harassment, as Sumail will dive in mid lane. The cold snap proccing, he collects the kill, and this puts Oblivion Staff #1 into his pockets, essentially. Just needs a little bit more gold to buy that quarter staff. He's on a hot pace for a very timely record.
He needs to do a lot with it as well. Like being the Quaspex Invoker, you don't have the luxury of Exalt Invoker. Like you farm a lot more, Little Midas, you scale a lot better. Quaspex Invoker doesn't scale as well, so he needs to get a lot of work done with the Orchid. He really needs to. And it's gonna be about time where EG can do Roche very soon.
And LGD they deal with the wolves. That's the one big thing here. Is they can look to scout the Roshan, so the EG will have to be careful and disciplined about. You imagine a wolf sniping the Aegis, or God forbid the Roche kill, and that can really take the wind out of EG's sails. Familiar's not online yet, though.
Yeah, and Yao is saving up a lot.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
2k gold.
Might have? Blink? I don't know about the naked blink rush on Troll. Okay.
Alright, gets the face boots.
I guess deliberating what the item here should be. Goes with a pretty standard save.
Yeah, he actually has quite a good number of last hits considering how the start went for him. In the lane, it was so rough with the morphing support and the Skyraft and Puck. But I guess as soon as the Skyraft was like tipping top to actually help out here, the pressure was like relieved and he got a lot of buff in the lane as well.
Speaking of fear, are we going to see a Mask of Madness here? Do you think?
Yeah, I think that kill is probably one of the best on the ground at the moment. Double Wristband or triple Wristband with Mask of Madness with the Yasha.
Okay, not going to commit to it yet. Just a casual Mask.
Yeah, they're just going to try and get more damage on him and just go rush and make sure that they use as little time as possible to get the rush done.
Lads is complete on your Lycan. To be fair, the Radiant also has very good rush potential, but map control more of an issue for them. I actually Lycan moving down towards the bottom rune. I guess just taking the rune on top lane, a big clash breaking out. There will be an engagement here. Faith the first to fall. Now the trade comes. They managed to bring down Universe, gushing and chasing forward. This is where that support link can shine when you're on the run. You can't run from this guy easily. Yao swinging forward. They get off a great gust on 3, and now Fear turns to try and re-engage. They already used the rabbit. They can't get out of here quickly. LGD, TT the hell away. Is there an impale? No, but he has a Hex, and he won't catch July on the retreat out. MMY into the tree line. I'll make it out safely. The Troll gets sniped on the back foot as he tries to avoid the flanking maneuver, but Sumail just there a bit too quick. And now it'll be up to the Lycan to try and push in mid and make something out of this mess.
Dire's structures are
fortified.
fortified.
That's all that matters. He's gonna get his level soon, level 7 soon. Oh, they're gonna do a lot of damage in the tier 1 middle, but that's about it. Yeah, they used the expanded Ravage got just a kill. Or did they even get a kill? No, yeah, they didn't even get a kill. They got only the initial kill on the puck. That's about it, and they chase. Because
that gust really messed me
yeah,
up. If the gust can come through, they get at least 2 kills.
I thought he could have adapted that.
Sumail getting jumped mid lane, but he's just gonna ghost walk. And LGD, it's their turn to invest a lot and get nothing in exchange.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This morphing is getting black by the lack of mana.
It's a really good cross-swept Invoker game. Not just for the Morphling, the Tidehunter mono pool very limited. And potentially liken someone that can struggle with that, although generally he's going to get off the shapeshift first.
This pace of the game is currently at the moment really good for LGD. If everything stays intact, no one's taking big objectives, and Roche is still up for the draw. He has his Mask of Madness completed now. Yasha soon to be completed.
Yeah, you can tell EG are prepping for it. He's just going to walk into the pit. They did drop a sentry, and they drop an extra sentry, just making sure the Wolves aren't up to any tricks. Speaking of the Wolves, Lycan is walking down towards this bottom rune right now. Is he going to walk towards the pit? Is he going to scout it?
Oh, the
Familiars are coming, and they will be pushed back by Universe. But you see the puck just chilling near the rune after the rune spawn. You start to get a bit suspicious. I don't know if it's quick enough, though. They have no Tide Blink. They have no one easy way into the pit, and it doesn't look like LGD are going to contest this.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the nature of the hero stuff. EG is going to get the rush fairly easily, and LGD is just going to be hoping that they get a good
Roshan has fallen to the down.
Yeah, Morphling is going to be level 6 soon. Getting to that level 7 would be really nice for him. He's 100 gold away from his soaring, which is the biggest thing he needs right now.
They're trying to get there. They currently trail by about 5,000 gold at 13 minutes and, well, 5,000 experience as well. It's more or less your textbook Drow Ranger game. You have this kind of start. Plan is to snowball it from there. Sumail begins to make his move. He's already got an Orchid. Oh my, this is a very fat Invoker.
I wonder if he can actually get this kill though. Kraken will remove the Orchid,
and he has Ravage too.
Dyer's bottom tower
that's not the hero he really wants. And they're using the Troll ult. This is the thing for LGD, is they push very fast in their own right. Mid lane they wrap around and chase. Looks like he'll get caught out here. The Orchid deployed and orb forward, an easy takedown. Going the way of Sumail for the last hit, but tier 1 bottom, it looks like it'll fall as an exchange.
They're going to send the puck down here, but
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Go down to the
they want to fight this one a bit. The adaptive strike chucked out. Sylar trying to morph, and he gets it off in the nick of time, but then stunned. He'll end up falling regardless. His headless corpse hits the deck a bit late as Universe pursues. MMY on the run. Go throw out an adaptive. He has one for a wave from them. He's trapped behind the tower. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. He'll end up scattering and falling as well. 2 heroes down. Just seems like LGD are beginning to hemorrhage kills all over the place.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
You are not sounding that optimistic, though.
Yeah, it's
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Top lane, our Tidehunter being chased, it looks like, being run down by Sumail, and unwinds with the tornado, ends up getting the kill. Oh, this Exorbitant, this Wex Invoker really starting to come online. This is scary. Almost has the max Wex already.
How many towers are they going to get from now? This is
all your tier 1s, you kiss goodbye to those, I think, if you're LGD. Are they even close to a blink on the Tidehunter?
No, it's nowhere near. It's like 900 arcane boots. That's about it.
Jeez. Like, how do they defend a tower without Tide Blink? I just don't see how they do it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Get farm on every hero. Give away the towers. Try their best to defend the high ground. That's their best hope right now. All the other towers are basically just birthday presents for EG to collect at this point.
Radiant structures
so you try and get a bit of a refund in terms of other objectives, but I don't know if EG are going to give up any freebies. It doesn't look like they are going to just force towers too much. They keep the top lane pushed out right now with the Invoker of Sumail, and the graph begins to get a bit ridiculous. 8k plus gold lead, close to a 10k plus experience lead. EG prepping for a very aggressive assault on this LGD mid-tier 1.
Attack.
Maybe they smoke first. They continue to hang out. 4 heroes there. It's just going back to Roshan in just about 2 minutes. CG really biding their time. Looks like the courier inbound and just going to farm up the ancient stacks.
Yeah, Morphling still needs to reach that
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's gonna get it soon. He needs one more wave of creeps here. And EG's gonna take the middle tier 1. I don't think there's anything LGD can do to defend. Oh, they're gonna try and defend with the Ravage, but Morphling is still not at the crucial level 7 yet.
Oh, look who it is. Sumail, he's caught out Faith, throws out the silence. Faith getting cold snapped and... Oh! There you go. Soulburn gonna burn him back. Now they look to push. They get the quick pick with the Invoker. Very difficult for LGD to fight. They even might lose their control as PPD goes in, stuns him. The follow-up arms are there. Now Fear chasing forward. Ravage comes out, but it's fine. It's a beautiful coil. Tornado combination comes forth, but where is the damage now for LGD? Sylar unable to even pop his ultimate or get involved. 4 fall. And EG, this freight train appears to have no brakes. They just keep on pushing in. They're going to look for a tier 2 mid, and they should be taking it.
Middle tower is under attack.
And I like what PPD was doing in the fight as well. After dropping the spells, immediately mana drain the Morphling. Dude, that's like the last thing you want happen to you as a support Morphling.
The support Morphling experiment just is... It just doesn't seem like it was the right game for it.
It's not an experiment. I mean, they knew the potential of it.
This just doesn't seem like the right game for it.
It's just a difficult game for it. You have to be able to get away from the early game. That's the most crucial thing. But they got punished so hard.
There weren't any lanes they could really dominate, right? And like the other support, the Visage also needs levels
and the way they lane it as well didn't help their cause, to be honest. Laning the Lycan middle and throw Morphling safe lane, Visage and Tide top, but the top lane actually better than the first one.
Faith getting trapped out, Tornado coming through. They will get off that adaptive strike as he waves over the top. Maybe they can kill Sumail. This would be a big one, but he's already force-staffed himself backwards, continues to retreat. Sylar running at him real hard. He gets the crit, gets the kill. That's a big streak to end. Although while it's happening, Fear gets the tower, but they look for more. Another 4.25 second stun from MMY. They might even get a PPD kill. It's going to be close. The troll slow coming out. The wolves pecking away at him. And they resummon them. They might even get the lion as well. They get 2. But the tower top lane, 1 has gone down. Now the coil from Universe. They've chased a bridge too far. Yao is also going to drop. And EG make up for it. And, oh, by the way, Drought applying a lot of pressure onto that northern lane. But still, you do see the potential. If the lanes went a bit better, you just stun a hero, Lycan's going to kill them. There's nothing you can do about it.
It's just really disgusting when you're actually going to get a good start, or at least a semi-decent start.
It's a Beastmaster Roar with a 10-second cooldown, basically.
Dude,
even stronger. Well, it doesn't go through BKB.
Well, it's 10-second CD and longer range. I guess that makes.
Yeah, you wait 10. You throw the stun on someone else.
Are you gonna pop your BKB just for that 10-second CD adaptive strike?
No. It's more if you already have it up.
Yeah, it's just. Oh boy! But you can tell the potential is there with the wolves and the Visage familiars and the Howl, Battle Trance. The adaptive strike is a really good tool here.
I have to say, Winter, just looking at the way EG is playing right now, Sumail is offering something very different to this team compared to what Arteezy did.
Yeah, he's like,
this guy it feels a lot like kind of a Shao 8 type player, maybe a little bit flashier and more of a playmaker, but
you could see the adjustments they made.
They've started drafting and playing very well around him.
And Fear is playing the more Arteezy role right now.
But Sumail's making plays, man. They're setting him up for success with the drafts on the lanes, but he's delivering from there.
Oh, they're gonna find the Invoker.
They do. They got the gun now. The long duration stun. They will blow up Sumail. Hopefully not 100% out of this, as Universe will arrive though, and Fear trying to go to work. Yeah, with the quick TP out, Guts not going to cancel it. He'll make it back to the well. In July also in need of a way out, but he gets hexed and he will end up falling. The rest of the team trying to scatter to the south as Fear's in pursuit, blinking forward. The shotgun thrown out, although it's more of just a stone cold punch and pushes him back quite a bit. MMY continue to retreat. It looks like he'll live. Wolves coming in. They're going to try and disable the blink here. He blinks to the south, not the direction he needs.
He's soaring and escape, yeah. You know, in the Chinese class they call it, they're giving you punishment to stand still because of how good the stun is.
What's the...
It's a punishment like in your schooling days, like your lecturer or your teacher would just ask you to stand if you make a mistake or you make the teacher mad. It's like in the Asian culture, the teacher would ask you to be punished for standing at the side. So basically they would refer it to the morphing stun in a way because it's a long stun.
Okay. I learned something new today. Is there like a certain phrase for it, or
Far
thoughts on?
yeah.
Thoughts on?
Radiant's top tower is under
It's very
attack.
interesting. All right. Well, LGD are currently they're hoping to put EG in a static position, but it doesn't really seem like it's happening too often.
They need to get multiple pick-off like the one they had before. Adaptive strike, and just one kill, and just back off, and adaptive strike another kill, and back off.
Are they going for another deep smoke? It looks like it. LGD.
Oh, the ward actually, I think, void.
The ping came out. Yeah. Either saw it or saw all the heroes grouping up right before they spoke. Either way, EG definitely seemed to know, and they're setting a trap.
Roche is up, and the wolves actually scouted the Roche as well. So.
EG spoke just before the wolves breach the high ground, but they will be slowed by the ghost walk, so they know.
They're gonna put a sentry, adaptive strike ready.
Oh, who's gonna get the jump here? LGD walk into the pit. This could be huge for them. Now use that troll ultimate. The wolf's gonna die.
Oh, this is huge.
This could be so big for LGD. It's the beginning of a comeback. The orb comes in. Gonna get eyes on them. Ghost dropping danger. Oh, they gotta go down. It's on the ground. Somebody needs to grab it. Legend will claim it. Now Universe in trouble. Ravage coming out. He will almost fall here. He just barely managed to retreat. Everybody on just slivers of HP. Sumail trapped on the high ground. Stunned for an hour and a day. Now he heads to the opening from the north. Is he going to try to go down? Why he manages to get the kill with the tornado, but it cost him his life. A 1-for-2 exchange. LGD getting that Aegis as well. They're not out of this, Winter.
Dire's bottom tower
Oh
is
my
under
god, that was
attack.
such a huge ravage, and the morphing there.
So
That's
many
fun.
little idiosyncrasies. They see the wolf slowed by Ghost Walk, so they drop a sentry, and they know EG's just sitting there waiting for them to walk up the hill. So they say, you know what? They're not going to walk the road. They want to see us move first. Let's just see us come out.
Is under attack.
Great pick off here by PPD though. He blinks in, instant declare. He dropped it even before the stun came out. And now LGD perhaps have overextended. Looks like Angeli may go down. He walks back in, accepting his fate. PPD lunges forward. Sylar.
No TP, oh
Oh
dear.
no.
Oh dear.
He's going to try to rain around the rose here. He
Dire's
does
top
buy
tower
it.
is under
They're actually
attack.
busy chasing Fate. The Pale coming out from PPD. Sylar, does he have the ultimate cooling down soon? He's just going to walk right onto Fear. Fate's starting to get pounded right now, but they are fighting with supportive familiars. And now it's EG who needs to run. There's your adaptive strike. Bringing down one AUI also on the run. Sylar, does he have that ulti? How close is he? He's going to back off. Just now cooling down. Universe chasing desperately for kills, but it feels like one bad fight. Like that fight's one thing, but one more bad fight from EG and LGD are going to be right back in this game.
The skills are tipping to the other direction now. They're starting to feel the heat.
The support lane is really doing
Just
work.
look at the support morphing, just one adaptive.
Every time he adaptives, that hero just is dead. There's no escaping.
And that's why I said if you get a good start on this, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
This is with a terrible start. This is an awful start. And he's still got 8 assists.
Yeah, he just provides so much. The stun is just too good. I don't know how to describe it. No better word to describe it. It's just too good.
Too good.
Man, 900.
They have vision here in the Dire Jungle on the Invoker, I believe. They at least were pinging out where that ward is. They do see Sumail, but they're heading the other direction. LGD not going to engage. I want to pick these easy, clean fights.
This is dangerous times for EG. They have ravage. It's more than enough.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh dear,
Dire's
this is
top
just
tower
so
has
disgusting
fallen.
right now. The Lycan plus the Troll is really strong together.
Yeah, they don't even have that big of items. Sylar does have Necro 3, but outside of that, there's little.
Look at the gold graph. It's like 5,000 gold cut back there after that.
EG are using this time to try to get some aggressive wards up, but you can tell by the reaction they've had that they know 1 or 2 bad fights, and LGD might even be the leaders moving forward. River's gonna get scouted out here by the replicate. They stun him once,
Radiant's
twice.
bottom
Are we gonna have a little
tower is under
shotgun to the
attack.
face? He phase shifts
my
and
God.
now blinks out.
That was close.
But chasing his MMY might be a bit too far to chase.
That was really close. He got zapped. He's done.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That gives Tide more than enough time to come in for a Ravage Troll to just go to work. And
Radiant's bottom tower
gee, it
is
looks like
under
they may
attack.
begin to rat
Radiant's
here a bit
bottom
more as
tower
they take
has
down this
fallen.
tier 1 bottom. But they're not cruising for these big fights the way they once were.
Oh, they're really worried now, you can tell. They need probably a Invoker. Invoker's gonna get another pick off at top. Safe again. Getting caught up by the Invoker is just no escape for him.
Sumail has been making a lot of plays. 9 3 and 3s. Most of these have been solo kills as well. But is it going to be good enough? End of the day, he's a Quaswex Invoker.
Yeah, he's like in the fight, he's gonna do nothing. One adaptive strike and he's gone.
And that EMP Tornado, as great as it is, once multiple BKBs come out for LGD, it's quite useless. And they already have the one, and yeah, Sylar could basically buy one now if he wanted to. Well, looks like we may have a clash. Orb comes in, they try to slow. In the meantime, the Invoker split pushing top, but EG just waiting for the opportunity to leap in. Do they really want to go onto LGD here? MMY's just sitting back. If Universe comes in, he's getting blasted straight in the nostrils. He won't. And they split push top instead. Sumail working. But it's not particularly quick. Meanwhile, UI trying to split pushes that poor Skywrath mage. Doing what damage he can. Tier 2 exchange there. But it really feels like any kind of trade is a win for LGD right now.
Yeah, the lineup gets exponentially stronger by the minute. And guess what? Morphling is 600 go away from Blink.
It's a late blink, but all he needs is the blink.
A monster.
And the thing is, Fear, he's got a butterfly, sure, but Askaman is no BKB. You get jumped, unless you have some serious RNG with the evasion. By the blink Morphling, I don't see him living for that 4.25 seconds winter.
Yeah.
I'd like him as a BKB. So you have, like, the only way to control him would be a Puck Ags Coil, but they don't have that. Universe has gone for Yules.
The Lycan is just gonna...
Oh, the Wolves. Can I snipe Captain Bamboo? No.
the Wolves are just... The Lycan's just gonna kill the draw, like in one strike. I don't think the Butterfly will actually help. It's just gonna be an easy kill once you get hit by the aggressive strike. I just feel without the need of, without the defensive supports, they can't protect anyone.
Yeah, there's no swap here. They don't have some super reliable teamfight controller to keep them off, but here we go. Sylar gonna get jumped by a quick coil. He DKBs and then he runs backward, but the rest of his team is going in. There's your adaptive pressure over here. Check the Manta. Ravage is gonna fall, though they're losing the Draw Ranger, and this is starting to fall apart. Sumail desperately trying to scramble and looks to retreat and continue pursuit, though. Sylar running onto him and gonna start munching into him as well. In the meantime, the Lion of PPD is front and all rings around the Radiant base as he tries to run, but Morphling's hunting him. He blinks up to the high ground, and it looks like he'll barely escape. But again, EG thwarted in their efforts to get some additional objectives, and it really is starting to feel like LGD are turning this game around. They're barreling down mid now. There's no buyback on Drow. There's no buyback on Invoker. They have 30 minutes to push for racks, and it's troll like it. In good news for EG, there's no Necro 3.
Go plus Lycan takes 30 seconds to
They are quick and efficient building demolishers. They've got demolishers online. Here we go. LGD, there's no blitz. This looks like it's a clean win of Braxton. They try to flip push with a Skywrath mage, but fortunately for MUI, it's just not going to be fast enough. The range racks about to fall. The melee racks in danger. LGD starting to claw their way back into DAC here, perhaps. They'll bring down the melee. Then they stun PPD for ages, but they don't try to overextend. They immediately retreat out more. Maybe ends up going down here. They just want to leave him, though. It's a pretty acceptable loss.
By the blink! Oh, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't get it in time. But they lose just the support Morphling. Their tier 3 bottom takes some damage, but it's not dead. As long as nobody else dies, that's well worth it. Universe wants another kill, but no coil. Very difficult to find.
Oh, that is just minimal casualties. That was really good for him.
I'm starting to believe Winter, the support lane, gets that one stun on the Drow, and the Drow's a
yeah, it's just like when you don't... Oh, they're gonna catch out Drow. It's still gonna be the same issue in team fights. Whoever gets adaptive strike is just gonna die straight away. And if it's the Drow, you're basically... You lose all the damage.
That's the thing. If this was like, if they had a lineup where there's multiple independent carries, it wouldn't be nearly as scary. But when you have one hero that the entire lineup is built around, it can fall apart. Now, Troll is dead for 40 seconds. He does a buyback here.
I don't think
Yao
you-
may have to use it. This,
Radiant's
Probably
middle tower is under attack.
there is a Ravage online though. It's taken long enough to cool down. EG, they know this isn't the time to try and go for a trade.
I can feel the desperation of the Morphling to get the blink. It's almost there. Almost.
He just
there.
needs one creep. Give me that creep in 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, he's got it now. It's not like he's even had trouble getting it up in their grill in fights. But with this, MMY, he may chase down 1 or 2 extra heroes because
No,
of it.
it's a big difference. Just watch for this fight. He's gonna be able to blink and adaptive the Drow right away, and they're gonna win the fight.
Do you think Fear needs to... I guess he needs to go
He needs
BKB now.
Like, that's nothing, because they don't have any way of saving him.
That butterfly really doesn't feel like it's done a thing.
It gives a lot of aura, a lot of damage.
It does, but he's never going to be allowed to just sit back against this lineup.
Yeah, it's Ravage. You know, Ravage, Familiars, a Soul Assumption, they're just disappearing from the face of the earth in 1 second.
It's definitely a good butterfly game. Like, LGD have a lot of physical damage. It's great on Drow in general.
Yeah, but how about Soul
But-
Assumption?
but
Soul Assumption, Tide Ravage, does
But it just feels like BKB is more important than butterfly.
definitely. This push, man, how are they gonna stop this push? EG are still in the lead in that one, but it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, they're in the lead in terms of net worth. 8,000, 10,000 experience. It's still a decent lead, but it's a Drow-centered lineup. This hero, generally, you look to win the game by around this point, 30 to 35 minutes, if not a bit sooner.
Yeah, this is just like, you know, this game is at the point where LGD is already fully taken over. It's really hard to tell from the score, from the network, but it's just LGD's game right now. Every single department they're stronger. They have 5 core heroes. You can even say that. They have 5.
Sure.
They have 5 core heroes.
And they're all getting some item. I mean, MMY is pretty damn far.
It feels like you go into a pub match and no one picks a support hero. That's how it
Well, at least MMY and
Radiant's
Faith are
top tower
trying.
is under attack.
Yeah, it's not your... These heroes want their farm. That is the one issue for LGD.
Yeah, but they got there, and look at how strong it is. It's ridiculous. Like, it's not even a game where this is not even a good example of how strong the Morphling can be. It's more or less the Ravage were really good. They have a lot of damage from the missiles, and enemy team doesn't have BKB. It makes things a lot easier.
Yeah, but you just see that seed of potential.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential with this.
Everyone take Roshan. Sunstrike's gonna come out. Sumail is the only hero really in position to contest. He throws out a tornado, stalling, but Roche already down.
Roshan has fallen
Aegis
to the
claims.
ring.
Nobody picking it up just yet. Now the troll says, alright, I'll take it.
How many buybacks does EG need to activate the fight? That's the question I'm asking myself right now.
How many buybacks do they have? Looking at the chart right now, they've got 4. But they are up against the
Radiant's top
Aegis.
tower is under attack.
Invoker, Drow, and Skyra. Fuck the Drow.
I mean, like you said, Witcher, you can really sense the desperation when your Lion and Skyrat, they're frantically trying to split push.
Because you know you can't fight. at
But
all.
these heroes, they can't rat. Even with the Drow aura, there's just no way.
Trying to figure out what is EG's plan to actually win the fight. Oh, LGD is like,
They're
Here we
pinging
go.
out mid. They want to
they're
just
gonna-
jump EG
they're
up on
gonna
the high
scout with the
ground.
wolves and adaptive track somebody.
Did they lose their... Oh no, they still have the jet. That doesn't matter. Blink Ravage comes out. Nice blink away like Fear though, or Universe rather. He's able to survive. Still Fear getting chomped on. Lycan chasing forward. Now Sylar decides to back off. They're not that happy with the initiation. Mystic Flare coming out. Sylar taking a lot of damage now. This is not really a great fight by LGD, but Sylar's going to survive for a while. Now begins to retreat out. Yao dropping low. Will be finished off, but he's the Aegis carry. He's coming back. He's got a round 2 left in. EG still standing strong though. They're holding on to their ground ranger for now. They begin to really control and lay into LGD. Yao gonna fall. That's 3 dead. Make it 4. A really impressive jump in from LGD, and it cost them heavily.
That was like not the jump I expected from them. I was thinking they might actually want to start with the Morphling, get someone stunned.
Oh, it was Fear with the blink actually. I got confused. I thought it was the Puck, but
Yeah, they managed to dodge the Ravage like
it hit 1.
only one,
I believe.
so it was just they needed a better Ravage. And
Those old man reflexes went through. He still got it. But that's important. That Ravage hits him, then
I mean,
he
it
dies.
was like even expected, you know, like you know the enemy has a sentry there. They
You see the wolves.
they killed the wolves, you know, and you're like, alright, let's go. We are still gonna do it.
I think LGD, yeah, a little bit overconfident. They are going to be up in 20 seconds. They have Glitch.
Radiant's
Maybe they
middle
lose.
tower is under attack.
Well, they definitely lose the tier 3,
Radiant
but
structures are
if they
fortified.
wanted to, they could buy back on the Lycan now. Really would rather have the 2 lives, but it may cost them 2 tier 3s, perhaps.
BKB on fear as well.
2 melee rounds.
BKB on fear.
Radiant's top tower.
How they choke going with the initial stun, but they have no Ravage. They're going to lose a melee ranks top lane, it looks like, and potentially mid lane as well. That's one lane of ranks. Open, breached, and brought low. The second lane not yet taken, but it's very close to falling. It's going to go down in the LGD. One aggressive gamble up the hill, and what looked like a game that they had just wrested away from EG plummets back the other way in EG's favor. Oh my, what a turn.
They're trying to keep the night interesting.
Visibility.
Stressful.
Now there's a BKB on the draw, so this changes the pace of the game a lot with the BKB.
They do not have great solutions for that yet. There's no MKB on Lycan. They don't have a Basher. They don't have a Hex. They really don't have solutions for her yet.
They have something. They have the adaptive strike.
It is pretty instant. You got it off maybe before she BKBs?
Yeah, it's no risk. You blink in, you don't get the adaptive strike.
You just replicate out.
You replicate out.
Or
you
waveform
wave
out. Yeah.
It's just like something that requires you.
Changes hands.
No risk. It's just a free try, a free attempt to stun him.
But Injuly does have a refresher, and this opens up some possibilities. PD is on a bit of a
Adventure.
PPD's salty journeys through LGD territory.
Didn't he make a video about his like pub adventure, about talking about his match and stuff?
Yes. PPD's pub adventures. Fantastic video. All right, so they're trying to find solutions for this adaptive winter.
There,
the
that's
Lincoln
the
Sphere.
solution. Lincoln's.
Well, I guess all that split pushing on Skyrat has finally started to pay off. The hour grows late for these teams. It's been a long day there in China as it's now past midnight. They're burning that midnight oil. Moving on. EG looking to stay undefeated. LGD looking to stave off a 1-3 start and improve to 2-2. It's a big match for them. Especially after that first lane of Rax taken. It would be very irritating and heartbreaking in some ways if they ended up throwing it away. But EG have wrested control back a bit. They now have the Rax advantage.
And the
LGD?
BKB on draw. That is the most important. The fear BKB. He's gonna be able to do a lot now in the fights. Avoiding the Ravage and avoiding the adaptive strike as well.
Double damage.
Oh yeah, this is looking suddenly into a game where it's getting a lot interesting. Both sides have a lot of tools to actually win the match, and PPD is gonna drop a lot of wards in near the enemy base. He's gonna drop one from the tier 2.
Well, they're setting up here. They might try to go on the Lycan. This could be bad for Sylar. They get off this blink hex, he's in danger. Oh, he gets PPD, but he doesn't hex him quickly enough. Now Sylar gonna BKB, run the other way. He 4-steps once, that's not enough. Second 4-step gets him up the hill, now he retreats. 4-step to BKB, probably goes down here. Familiar's chasing him from all sides. PPD, well, the lone hero to pay. He had a second there to hex him, but just wasn't quite quick enough.
There were too many stuff. Probably should have just detailed him. Like there were a lot of units there, so
Yeah, it was a bit of a traffic jam.
it wasn't an easy right click on the voodoo.
The voodoo.
The voodoo. And here comes the trade, the LGD trade.
Are they doing this? Straight down mid? They have the AC now, but there's no Necro book. There's no BKB for 25. Is this really the time to go for it?
Looks like it.
Maybe trying to force out this buyback, although, to be fair, it's only a Lion.
They're probably gonna move bottom directly. I'm not sure about the throne though. Throne seems a bit too ambitious.
Just a little bit. Well, at this rate, it does not look like the support lane is going to become a carry winter. I will say that much. This is a support lane until the end of his days.
Roshan is going to be spawning soon.
Regeneration.
This is going to be a very tight ending to this game.
40 minutes in. It's the final game of the day for these two teams. They've had a grindy day one, some technical issues. It was cold. LGD lost some games. EG, it's their first really big LAN with the new roster. They're all Sumail. He auto-attacks the illusion while they're smoked. Big mistake. Doesn't cost him his life, but it looked like they might have been able to get the jump on LGD, and now it's LGD's turn to step on out from that bottom lane, looking to get aggressive. Land jitters. Just a little overexcited, perhaps. Hard to say, but smoke gank over.
Yeah, I mean, it's still nothing lost. Fine. It's fine. EG. They're still in pretty good shape for this.
Are you an EG fan, Winter?
I'm bleeding.
Are you bleeding blue?
Bleeding blue right now. I'm gonna just take on the EG jacket soon.
Okay. Well, just make sure you get paid properly for that. And then more Lincoln's starting to come out. Uh-oh. I guess the question is, how much are they really going to rely on that stun? Do they need to hit a good one to win these fights?
I think at the moment the Ravage is actually the biggest skill they have.
Right, and they've got 2 of them.
The Adaptive Strike, it doesn't... It's not very useful right now with the multiple Lincolns and stuff. And if you notice, Aoi has been focusing his silence, his seal on the morphing all the time in the fights.
The Wolves are scouting out EG, who now get some reconnaissance towards the Roshan pit, but they go in. They get off their adaptive on AUI to start. Now the fight begins to break out. Moving on to Galgan and BKB as Sumail begins to run. Silence also BKB and morphing into Language with the red and catches AUI as well as Universe. Not the best heroes to catch though. Sumail being pursued by Silent. Need to start finishing heroes off. That Lycan all about to end. They finally get the Invoker kill in exchange for the Morphling. Tidehunter gonna end up dropping here, or at least dropping low. Barely able to TP on out, but Fear has been left unchecked. He'll bring down Fate. And now it's a pack of summons that chase AUI back towards the well. Very chaotic fight, but in the end, a Ravage blown. Invoker having buyback, not even needing to use it. They just couldn't find Fear, and that made all the difference.
That Ravage was really underwhelming, even though he got 2 heroes, but they couldn't finish anyone off.
The position those heroes were in, like they were both on either side of the hill, so there was just like no way to really go on them after that.
Yeah, it was, and the Lycan was in couldn't deal damage. And I didn't see what happened to the troll.
What did PPD? What did he get denied there?
Not sure.
Looked like the Wolves were killing something.
I wasn't paying attention, but they
Anyway, he salvages Fear's Blink. Nicely done.
They got everything now. Aegis, cheese, and yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts, Winter, at this point? Can LGD turn this around, or have they thrown away the comeback?
The support link is already destroyed by Curtis Link, I have to say.
He's the real lane.
Yeah, the seal. He just seals in every fight. And you know, there's nothing he can do about it. It's just he doesn't have enough growth to actually purchase and use up the solution in most cases.
Yeah, how does he have negative armor?
Why does he have negative armor?
I think Dota's drunk.
What? Why does he have -1 armor?
Ice Shark, please.
Gold for me.
What?
I don't know.
What is this?
You tell me, dude. You're the support lane master.
I don't play support lane, I play off lane morphing.
Alright, LGD. Gonna have to defend the high ground here. EG placing a ward. They're starting to get aggressive, and do want to point out now Fear essentially, well, not quite 6-slotted, but very close. He's picked up the Eye of Scotty. EG begin to push in. They're gonna try to siege the base here a bit. Got the Aegis to work with on the old man. Sumail backing him up. He's got the cheese. They begin to peck away. They only need the one more lane of Rax, at which point there's just a range Rax in the mid lane. Something they should have sniped eventually. They'll bring down the tier 3 EG. It looked like they might have let this game slip away, but now it's in their hands. It's in their court. They're pushing up. Here, walks up the hill, and immediately PPD goes in. And Iron Tide jumps in, he jumps into him, does to get off the Ravage, but not before Fear. Will BKB, the quick reaction spell, the doom of the title, buyback instantly. Fear is on the run, but can they kill him in time? There's no MKB. In fact, Sylar gets scared, he backs off, now he wants to go back in. They got Fear, the one of them once he's coming back a second time. The rest of EG hanging strong, hanging tough. But they have another Ravage though. Force that Ravage perfectly timed, but can they kill off the old man? He gusts them back. He's trying to stay at distance. He's stunned for ages, but the rest of the team's doing the work. They don't even need his damage anymore, it seems. It's 4 dead. 5x and divex galore as they continue upwards. Pushing now in, straight for the throne, perhaps. No, they get the mega creeps as the GGs come out. LGD, they had this game in the palm of their hand, and they got confident, overzealous, and they let it slip away.
You can tell. Not
One bad fight, that's all it took.
only one person. Oh well.
Well, I suppose it's fitting that the Salt Master has gotten his opponents to be a little saline.
I got overexcited about the morphing working out. I thought it would actually work out, but